Since 2011, many NGOs have been cropping up at a time when the old regime would not let such NGOs work in Libya. Since 2011, though, NGOs have been coming up here and there, and we're here today in Tajura to speak about the Rawad Organization for Education and Awareness. This is an organization that we've been following here in the Libya Observer for quite a while. It's an organization that specializes in the education sector, and a sector that was very harshly neglected by the old regime, a sector where the faculties and teachers had lost hope throughout the many years from the old regime, whether it through the basic salaries that they got or whether it through the lack of training. And so we're here to see this organization that has been focused on, whether it be training or organizing competitions or in some way stimulating the education sector. They've been very successful in doing that so far. And so I'm here today to talk to the board of members. They're having a meeting here today. So let's see what happens throughout the course of the day. It seems to be that Rawad has been focusing on public schools a lot. Is there any plans in the future to look at private schools in that sector as well?
Well, we have discussed this in our top management, but for the time being, there seems no clue for this, not yet.
Is there any? Because are you coming across any boundaries?
When you talk about public schools, you talk about wide range, and as a matter of fact, we are talking about public school in the city of Tajura only. Next year, we will. Our plan is to focus on Tajura for the first 3 years of the Rawad.
Okay, you don't want to overstretch.
Next year, we are planning to extend outside
Okay,
Tajura.
You don't want to overstretch too quickly and lose the focus of the idea.
Exactly. The reason why we're focusing on Tajura is to manage how we evaluate our success. You can measure this success. You can put KPIs and measure it exactly and see out. And fortunately, we are doing okay.
Brilliant. No, I've been following you as the Libya Observer. The viewers have been following you a lot, and the efforts that the organization is putting in, and it really is a real good success story. We hope to see more. Yeah, we hope to see more. And I suppose that brings me to the next question, which is, how you assess, how you assess the education sector in Libya and in Tripoli, if you want to focus on Tripoli, or how do you assess it as somebody who is being focused on the education sector and looking for ways to improve the education sector? How do you assess what the sector is like at the moment?
To be honest, when we have first started, we had a bad impression about education in Libya. But as soon as we started, and as I tell you, as I told you, we started in Tajura. To be honest, we found a very nice environment, welcoming. If a lot of people are they have the intention to improve the environment for education in Tajura, and we didn't have any difficulty communicating with the top management in the education sector in Tajura.
So it was basically, I suppose, people wanting to improve, but there was no means at the time, but now you're looking for ways.
The situation of the country has its own influence on the education and other sectors as well.
With stability comes everything, I suppose.
We're hoping for the best anyway.
Okay. And can you tell us, Mukhtar, I suppose, any projects that you're hoping to put forth in the future?
We are expanding as when we started 3 major projects: activities in the education field, and training for the education staff, which is the part I'm taking care of.
Oh, the training of the staff. Okay.
I am in charge of training in the Rawad, and the standardization, which is a project. Maybe Engineer Mahmoud, he will give you full details.
And about the training then, tell us where
training,
you're at.
When we started, we targeted about training about 90 teachers throughout schools of Tajura, training about the developing their skills in educational activities. And we targeted at 90. As soon as we started it, people liked the content of the training, and we ended up with about 120 teachers throughout schools of Tajura. The next year, of course, we did this with the partnership with another corporation, Kanzan Watan. And the success we make encouraged us, both of us, to focus on a certain school, to train in a certain school in Tajura, so we can measure how the
like a model or a model to go by.
Because training, you see, it's not easy to measure the outcome of this. So, but focusing on certain school, you can easily, after a while, you can see how the things are developing.
Okay, so that's brilliant, really. So you even what I always like about you guys, always telling me about next year, and how you're always looking to improve and do more.
Inshallah.
And that's what I think is the best success about Rawad. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Salam, tell us a little bit tell the viewers about the Rawad and how it all began, where it started, what year, and what exactly is the Rawad Organization.
Okay, first of all, we thank you for giving us this chance to talk about our organization, Rawad Organization. Rawad Organization is a non-profit organization established in 2015, aiming to improve the education system in Libya. First of all, we started preparing all documents needed by Ministry of Culture to register our organization. As soon as we finished the registration, we prepared our yearly plan and contacted education office in Tajura and gave them our proposal for improving the education system. Then we got the approval to start or to go ahead to implement our proposals for education, and started with some projects. One of the best our projects is Our School is Best.
And we followed this one.
Yeah, you followed this, I think, for 2 years.
It was great, yeah, it was brilliant. The viewers really enjoyed it, yeah.
We have also other projects for training, to train the managers of the schools, the students, the teachers of the schools. We have.
Do you mind me asking, so Rawad, is it an NGO? Is it a non-governmental organization?
Yeah, of course,
So basically, I suppose you rely on financing from donations and support from the community, and
yeah, of course, yeah. It's one of the difficult issues, to get sponsored for our.
I think that's why we all admire you guys so much, is because of this.
Yeah, that's why we did not carried out some projects. We kept them on hold because we did not find a sponsor for these projects.
So some projects went ahead, and some projects have been put aside for the moment.
Yeah, of course, until we get them sponsored for these projects.
That's why I hope with these interviews.
We hope so,
This showing the people your efforts. That's what we hope to do, is get you. Somebody watching somewhere might, put some financing in as well.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Okay, so we've covered the activities you've done, previous activities. Can you tell us about some of the future activities that you have planned that are, not the ones that to the side, the ones that you're going to put ahead?
Yeah.
We followed the best school, we followed the Young Inventors competition.
Yeah.
What
our plan was to start and focusing for these projects in Tajura for 3 years, and our plan after 3 years is to expand our projects. We will focus on these projects because now we can say we reached the the full, aware about these projects and how to implement it in easiest and best way. So from the next year, we will, expand our projects to other seats.
Throughout Tripoli or throughout even Libya?
Out Tajura,
Out of Tajura, yeah.
Yeah, we hope so to reach all the seats in Libya,
Yeah, we do. We all do. You're doing a great
It's
effort.
our dream.
Yeah, you're doing a great effort. I always say the Rawad Organization is doing more for the education system than even the Ministry of Education.
Thank you, it's kind of you.
That's how I feel about it.
Your kind words support
well,
us.
I wish we could support you in other ways too.
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you very much, then,
Thank
Salim,
you,
for your
Sam.
time.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
See you
Bye-bye.
again.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye bye. I hear this is your baby, your project.
Yeah.
Tell us more about such a successful project. It was brilliant.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk about the Rawad and our project, Madrasatna Khair. Madrasatna Khair, or Our School is Best, is a first ranking competition between the schools in Libya. The main objective of the project is to enhance the education system and improve the learning environment inside the schools.
And how did you do it? Tell the viewers how,
Yes.
what way you came about that.
Yes, I will tell you. We have a lot of, we believe that by such initiative, we will incentivize the principals, the teachers, the students, pupils, to make their best in order to make their schools win this competition. First, at the beginning, some principals say that there is no point of organizing such competition because they have no money. They received no money from the ministry since years. Others say that the competition might not be fair because some schools have fixed income. They are hiring their rooftops to telecom companies, mobile operators such as Libyana and Al-Matar. But the experience, the results of the first year proved the contrary. In fact, the first 3 schools, the awarded schools, haven't got any fixed income. And maybe the last one has.
Okay, so it seemed that you made it fair, so that it was a fair competition.
Yeah. We contacted the education office, the regional office here in Tajura, and we proposed to organize a workshop to discuss in details the KPIs. We put a list of KPIs. Almost, we began the first year with 26, and then we expanded to 37. They invited some inspectors and teachers and head teachers, and we discussed all these KPIs and the weights attached to each of them. And then we agreed on a final list. They communicated to the schools, and the schools start preparing themselves for the competition. And then we formed 10 committee to visit these schools and to monitor how the schools responded to these KPIs and how the KPIs are applied in these schools. By the end of the year, we announced the results, and we have done this 2 times before, and you have been there in the ceremony.
And you see, Mahmoud, can you see this kind of initiative? Can you see it becoming more nationwide? Is it possible, like how you have, as it being your project and you knowing the ins and outs?
Yeah.
Is it possible? Is it difficult? Will it be done? You know?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. We just need more resources, financial resources and manpower to expand it. And this is our plan, to be honest. We focused in these 3 years Tajura, but our plan is to expand outside Tajura starting from next year, inshallah. And we have talked with some our colleagues outside Tripoli, trying to open the door with the officials there, and educations there, so we can.
And has there been any reaction from the, whether it be the Ministry of Education or officials within there, has there been any reaction to, to welcome such an initiative or to help you at least in some way make it possible?
Yes, we have been invited a few weeks ago by one of the head of the department in the ministry, and they asked us to explain more about the competition and the KPIs, and they promised us that they are going to organize a workshop, and they will invite us as main speaker in this workshop, and they will invite other NGOs. And then after that workshop, they will try to put a plan to expand this project nationwide.
Positive news, brilliant news for the future.
We
So I hope to see Madrasatna Khair on a nationwide scale.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Soon, inshallah.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Mahmoud,
Hassan.
for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.